All right, we're live. GA, everybody. Welcome to what's going to be another great DevNTell. So if you didn't know, DevNTell is a 30-minute window for builders to showcase something they're passionate about or been working on in Web3. It's going to be an awesome project you've been working on, demonstrating unit testing best practices, automation goodies, smart contracts, how to structure a project, etc. Basically, if you've got a passion for something, this is your opportunity to share with the community. And today I'm ecstatic to have Pavel. Welcome, Pavel. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on and share Algo AAM with folks here.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm really really happy to finally get on the show, I guess, right? Because I think I've already watched more like than two or like three episodes, and yeah, I'm really
Thank
really
you.
excited to be here. Yeah.
Awesome. I guess for folks who aren't familiar with you, do you want to give a brief introduction about yourself, just who you are, how you got into Web3, how you got into developer dev?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Before I joined the Web3 of like full time, I've worked as the data scientist in a Fortune 500 company, and later, I've joined Gitcoin DAO as data scientist once again, and they had like previously they had a whole bounty section for builders like me to essentially to get prizes, right, for completing like really really short term projects, and I've got a couple of bounties from Ceramic, from Badger DAO, and yeah, that effectively kind of pushed me to learn more skills other than just Python. And yeah, like I've completed from effectively from learning the skills like JavaScript, Solidity. I've completed the Falcon grants, and I've got accepted into the Developer DAO and Restore Capital Fellowship, which I'm not really sure if I completed it, but like I've definitely made the final presentation, and I'm like, yeah, presenting this project today. I think like today, yeah, probably. I
That's awesome.
don't know.
And how was that transition from becoming a data scientist and mostly working on what I assume ML models and whatnot to going to actually developing full stack applications?
Oh, to be honest, it's a lot more difficult because it's like in I think in developing ML, you're effectively you're like restricted to your just local instance, right? And you don't have to communicate with other nodes, or right, or like with other people through the web, and like this whole like communication through like web instances, right, creates a whole kind of new level of complexity because like in some cases, right, people are not if it, like able to use your application simply because they have only like mobile, right? And in email, like if it works on your computer, it will most likely or like probably like 100% work on other kind of applications. Let's say if like it's I think it's like a very very simple format, right? That you kind of just export the model into, and then you like import it in like anything really, and it will work. And like in building a full stack like applications, right? Like for example, the Solidity, right? You're building the Solidity contract for something like Ethereum or like Polygon. They would definitely work very, very like similarly. But if you export it to something like Tron, right? In Tron, they have like this whole another added level of complexity, like energy or like bandwidth, right? And like this is like, oh my god, like this is not the same as like just building an ML model or like parsing the data, right? It's like it's a lot more complicated, and there are not a lot of people that kind of have this domain knowledge on each blockchain or like each programming language. So yeah, and it's really really difficult when the community is like we're not welcoming other people. We're just here to kind of to stifle everybody. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to stay away from those kinds of communities, but that's amazing to see that kind of your kind of evolution from a data scientist to data scientist plus full stack developer now, and yeah, really excited to see what you have in store for us with Algo AMM. So let's get right into it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'll try to present, but I'm not sure if it will work because usually I have some bugs for no reason.
Not today. Not today, my friend.
Okay, great. So I'll probably skip this, but I really enjoyed the Press Start Capital and Developer DAO cap, I guess. Yeah, yeah, and I've actually got like three of them for my family as well. Yeah, so like what are prediction markets? And this is probably the topic that I'm going to focus on today with this presentation. And prediction markets are known as information markets or idea futures. These are mechanisms that allow individuals to trade in predictions or judgments on the future outcomes of events. These markets often involve the exchange of cryptocurrencies or other assets based on the likelihood of a particular event occurring. Prediction markets can be used for a variety of purposes, including forecasting election outcomes, predicting stock prices, and even driving social engagement. And they are often seen as a way to aggregate and utilize collective knowledge and expertise to make more accurate predictions than would be possible through individual forecasting. In particular, I believe that quantified forecasting is underused tool that can help make better decisions in uncertain and complex worlds. So this is an example of forecasting market, I guess, or like forecasting. Yeah. So this is the forecasting markets, which is available on metakilos.com, and it's like the question is really relevant to today's like development and technology, right? And when will the first general AI system be devised, tested, and publicly announced? And the general prediction, or like the average, is actually that it will be available in 2032, right? And this is aggregated from around 1,000 forecasters. And yeah, so this is the market prediction on this question. And aside from this, prediction markets are really interesting because they provide a speculative opportunities. So prediction markets enable participants to speculate on the outcomes of various events such as elections, sports matches, the performance of financial instruments. This introduces an element of risk and reward, allowing individuals to potentially profit from their accurate predictions. So it also provides market efficiency because participants engage in buying and selling shares based on their expectations of future outcomes. The prices of shares in the prediction market reflect the collective wisdom and beliefs of participants. This efficiency creates opportunities for investors to identify mispriced shares and achieve financial gains. So we also have market liquidity, which allows to buy and sell shares easily. And this enables to enter and or exit positions based on changing circumstances or new information. And it particularly helps with, for example, with markets being heavily regulated and providing like risk mitigation. And finally, I think this is really interesting that it provides a potential for innovation. It helps, for example, hedge funds to explore markets and gain an edge effectively, right? And yeah, the prediction markets actually is a very interesting tool because I think there is an ideal use case for blockchain technology as they create decentralized and unbiased source of real-time information. And prediction markets are very, very similar to blockchain oracles in bridging the gap between on-chain and off-chain environments. So here's, for example, the problem with traditional prediction markets. And this is the market for AI that I just like shown you. And the resolution is really, really is complex, right? And it would take enormous amount of time just to look through all of it and follow the links and just understand how it should work. And even after like you read all of it, you're like, oh my god, like what is this, right? How I even should incorporate it into my like decision process. So the solution to it, I think it like one of the solutions is actually to use something like an optimistic oracle, which optimistic oracle, for example, by UMA, right, which would provide a human element, right, of like and actually more transparency on on the resolution mechanisms for these prediction markets. And the UMA's optimistic oracle allows to quickly request and receive data information, right? The optimistic oracle acts as a generalized escalation game between contracts that initiate a price request and UMA's dispute resolution system known as the data verification mechanism, which is also is the short for DVM. And the prices proposed by the optimistic oracle usually are not sent to DVM unless it's disputed. So in short, the DVM is powerful because it encompasses an element of human judgment to ensure contracts are securely and correctly managed when issues arise from volatile markets. And there is also a really, really interesting aspect of it because UMA's Oracle system is constructed with economic guarantees around the cost of corrupting the DVM. And it will cost more to corrupt the Oracle than the amount someone could profit from corrupting the Oracle. So this is effectively like a protection from somebody trying to influence the Oracle. Yeah. And this is the example of already of an existing integration with UMA's Oracle, and it's already integrated into Polymarket. And this is the example of of USD losing its back, right? And it was actually resolved by UMA. So this is a really, really interesting aspect that we could further work on in prediction markets in Web3. And this is the zero knowledge proofs combined with the machine learning. And zero knowledge proofs can help lift barriers by performing computations off-chain and providing proof that this computation was correctly executed, while shielding private data. The proof can then be verified on-chain for much smaller computational costs, enabling us to implement on-chain private learning. There is also a really, really interesting example of on-chain trading bot. I think like I'll probably provide the link to the script, right, with all of the links later. But I think it was already integrated, like random forests models already integrated into ZKML, and that all like very, very basic algorithms are also there. And so another use case for ZKML is anomaly detection, which could be trained on smart contract data to be able to automate security procedures such as posing contracts in more proactive and preventative ways. And finally, ZKML can assist with preserving privacy and compliance with government regulation. So now we can finally move on to what I've built, or like what I'm trying to build. And this is the Algo AMM. And we currently see two key problems in prediction markets. First, prediction markets are scattered across multiple platforms, which results in market fragmentation. Secondly, there is a lack of a centralized platform that serves as a comprehensive one-stop shop for prediction market enthusiasts. And these problems hinder the efficiency and effectiveness of prediction markets operations and make it difficult for users to easily access and participate in a comprehensive prediction market system ecosystem. So the Algo AMM serves as a powerful aggregator that efficiently pools and bridges prediction liquidity for multiple platforms, creating a centralized hub for users to access various prediction markets. With Algo AMM, users gain the convenience of one-stop shop, enabling them to seamlessly explore and engage with a wide range of prediction markets all in one place. Um, so, how we should actually approach this solution, and there are three key aspects to it. And first is creating a robust platform. We're building a highly robust and scalable platform that integrates multiple prediction market platforms, enabling seamless access to a wide range of prediction opportunities in one place. Then we are aggregating liquidity. So our unique innovation lies in aggregating prediction market liquidity from various platforms, which consolidates into a single hub, offering users a comprehensive pool of liquidity and enhanced trading efficiency. And finally, we are bridging prediction networks, creating unified ecosystem that allows users to easily navigate and trade across multiple markets. So, yeah, and I think, to be honest, that's probably it. But we could probably go into why AMMs are better than order book for prediction markets. And yeah, it's just, I think, comes down to very simple. Like there is market depth, there's reduced slippage and continuous liquidity provision, right? And I think there are like multiple, for example, academic papers that say that like AMMs could be like equated to order book in some cases, but this is just like the um, this is how I guess the world sees AMM over order book, right? And AMMs are just there to provide a constant liquidity provision, and in case of order books, like it's really difficult for users to actually find somebody to match the price. Yeah, and what we are like planning to do is build something similar to CowSwap, but for prediction markets. And in case of prediction markets, there are multiple obstacles in form of different resolution mechanisms and different order books or like AMM structures, right? And we could probably bridge this gap with Algo AMM. And yeah, so our tagline is embrace the future of prediction markets, and we're looking for better testers. We're also looking to get more feedback, and we're also looking for an opportunity to continue just delving into this space.
Awesome. And is Algo AMM just limited to the Web3 space for prediction markets, or could it be applied to something like SPY, for example, SPY futures?
Oh, to be honest,
Mhm.
I have like a degree from like I've studied for 3 years economics and business, so I'm really excited. Like I would be really excited to work on something more traditional. I'm just not sure if I'll be able to kind of get the licensing right, or I'm not really even sure like whom to approach in this case, right? But I think the futures are not really there yet in like in Web3 space. So building something like this, like spy features, right? But for like Web3 market, I think that would be like really interesting, like huge, essentially, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how to go with this idea in traditional markets, right? And I'm here in like in Web3 primarily because of this that I can just like I can just write code and then like it's open source, right? And
Right.
it like yeah in like traditional futures market, I'm not even sure that I'm like it's legal.
That's fair. That's well. Yeah, you don't want to go down a wrong rabbit hole there. But I guess is there a UI or something you can show on algoam.com or
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm just like, to be honest, I've spent most of the time just building the. Oh, does it work? No. Does it
Yeah,
work?
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
I've
go.
spent most of the time just translating the code in the contract from like Algorand to Solidity. Yeah. So like the first iteration of it was in the Algorand in PyTeal. And yeah, this is just a very, very simple. Oh, doesn't work. I wonder why. I
Likely
think,
those.
yeah, I think it's because like I didn't actually enter the no. That's embarrassing. It worked. It worked. No, it doesn't.
Hey, you aren't the first one to face this problem, believe me. So, but
Yeah.
I guess you mentioned that you started with the Algorand blockchain and then are planning to move to Solidity. What's your reasoning behind that? Why did you start with Algorand?
Mhm.
Pardon me. Yeah,
Algorand, to be honest, I was really, really excited to just go into the documentation of the whole blockchain, right? And it was like it said there, like that actually somebody really, really smart developed the smart contract, right? And it should definitely work. So yeah, I was really excited to just to take part in that space. And after a while, I think the kind of the market just went into full into bear mode, right? And
yeah,
yeah, there like I think a couple of DeFi projects moved from Algorand's into like Polygon or something like that. So like I've tried to wait effectively, but I'm not really sure if it's like going to return.
yeah. Algorand would always, at least to me, seems like one of those blockchains that has like really really cool tech running behind it. But they, for whatever reason, never caught on with developers. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense to um, go towards the Solidity side of things, as that's like the uh, dominant language a lot of folks are building on now. So, and as you mentioned that you are looking for help with testing and potentially building Algo AMM. How can people reach out to you, or what in particular are you looking for folks to help you continue building this out?
Oh, absolutely. To be honest, I'm like really excited to just work with other developers that are interested in the same topics that I'm interested in because it's like I've noticed in this space, right? If you're just like I would like to build something, people will definitely reach out to you. So so to be honest, I'm really excited for like I don't really have a lot of expectations necessarily, and I would just want to build something really really cool in prediction markets or like in DeFi in general, because I'm pretty sure that there is like a gap in just bridging the prediction markets and improving the transparency, right? Yeah,
Right. Yeah. Excellent. And I guess for folks that are potentially looking to help you out, could you speak a little bit about your roadmap, like where you see Algo AMM going in the short term, and what are your plans for long term?
yeah, definitely to be like first of all, I definitely need to fix that stupid back. Because I don't know. Oh my god! Like I've spent the day like making sure it would work. Doesn't doesn't work. I'm so
Yeah.
embarrassed. I'm so
Uh,
sorry.
Life is cruel sometimes. It's all right. and
Oh my
it's
god.
Friday. And it's Friday. So
Yeah, I definitely have weekends. Yeah, 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 definitely for the roadmap. I'm absolutely like I would definitely would want to spend more time in figuring out the backends and like making sure that the liquidity kind of side of things, right, actually is suitable for the current market, right? And the markets are there, and yeah. I think there are like different like curves, right? That you kind of you can feed into this like into different markets because some of them have more liquidity, some have like literally none, and I'm not really sure how to approach this task necessarily. Yeah, and I think the next logical step would be just to make that pool, for example, work, right? And then just look for user feedback and improve on that. Yeah, because I think there's a lot of users that are looking for something like this, and yeah, like I had like multiple calls, like looking for feedback from my Twitter kind of friends, right? And they said the same thing. Like we're not going to install new wallets. We're not going to like click on suspicious things. We just want like something very simple. We just like click, vote, right. We provide a feedback, and that's it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to make that will work, add some interesting questions, and hope that people will leave a feedback or just like vote on outcomes, right? Yeah.
That definitely makes sense. I think folks are kind of getting tired of having to do the all the low level wallet creation and transaction signing and whatnot.
Yeah, and
And
the worst is like when it's like, well, now you to interact with this wallet, you have to back it up. So
right,
you store somewhere these like phrases, right? And then it's like, well, now you have to like actually we have to make sure that the seed phrase is correct. Please enter it.
yeah,
Like,
right,
oh my god.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And it's just like keeping track of all of that and uh, being super cautious of not to upload it onto the internet. Oh my gosh, yes. It's not a way to live. At least that's not how I want to live in the future. But yeah, that's really great to hear that you want to make the user experience a lot easier for folks, not only for the testers but your future user base as well. I think that's gonna pay dividends for you going forward. I guess we're at almost 3 minutes left to time. I guess if people do indeed want to help you build out Algo AMM, how can they do that? How can they reach out to you?
Oh, definitely. I think I've opened like the DMs on Twitter. Hopefully it works because sometimes it doesn't whatsoever. Like sometimes Twitter
Yeah.
just makes a lot of yeah. Like it's really inconvenient to interact with Twitter. But I think
Yes.
like definitely like the yeah. I'm just not sure if I actually have the email or something like that in my profile. Yeah, I have like the links in my the GitHub profile.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Sweet. Yeah. So there's plenty of ways for you all in the crowd to get in touch with Pavel if you want to continue to help him out build his really cool project here. And yeah, unfortunately, that kind of brings us to time. But thank you so much for coming on, Pavel. I really appreciate you taking the time to do so. And it's really neat to see the beginning stages of Algo AMM, and really
Oh,
looking forward
absolutely.
to.
I think I should change the naming because it's like
Yeah,
I'm so
it's okay.
sorry.
It's okay. I guess it's not a word that AMM is not a word I say often. So
Me
yeah, yeah.
neither. To be honest,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to make a bit. I'm like, oh my god, I have to pronounce it. I cannot.
It's time for you to create a new word to represent it all, right? Yeah. But regardless, yeah, really looking forward to continuing to see you build this out, and I'm sure other folks in the DAO are as well. And before everybody leaves today, I just want to present you all with the QR code to scan for you to claim your NFT for being an attendee here on DevNTell today. So what you want to do is grab your QR code scanner, your regular QR code scanner, scan this code, and you'll have an hour and a half from now to be able to claim your NFT, which will be airdropped to you within a few days. And Pavel, I also have another one for you, just for being a speaker, but you're free to claim this one as well.
I already
Um,
scanned it.
okay, all good, all good, all good. Uh, and yeah, just with that, Want to wish everybody a very happy Friday, a happy weekend, and we'll catch you back here next week. All right, all. Have a nice one. See ya.